Evening, everyone. The time is 5:31. Today is Wednesday, August 13th, and I'm going to call this special city council meeting to order. Will the city secretary please call roll?
Mitchell. Heiser.
Here.
Rizzo.
Present.
Zuniga.
Present.
Harris. McKinney. Tobias.
I'm here.
Can you read Harris again?
Harris. Thank you.
Also, Mayor just texted me and said he doesn't have the link for this meeting. He only has the one for the exec. I don't know. I'm just relaying the message. Oh,
Travis needs the link for this here. Up next is, actually, let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. Sorry. Apologies. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, up next is citizen comment. Is there anyone who wishes to come up to speak? I have two forms. I will start with Kenneth Rocha. Yeah, Rocha.
Good evening, Council. I'm Kenneth Rocha, hometown Kyle. So 2 weeks ago, I submitted a series of budget-related inquiries to Council, and with no response until a few of y'all reached out late last night, but still nothing from my District 4 representative, Laura Lee. City Secretary said I had to appear today in order to get my questions on the record, so here it goes. I'm gonna try to squeeze it in. What is the current status of the goals that City of Kyle and Kyle Police Department promoted at the time the Public Safety Center was approved? I know they're all listed on the website. Related to the Kyle Police Department, what is the accreditation or CALIA status of the Kyle Police Department? Related to the drone program, what is the priority and response matrix in deciding what calls for service or use cases require or need drone deployment? What is the, how many of these identifies calls for service or use cases did Kyle Police Department have last fiscal year and this fiscal year? How would a drone have helped in these cases? What will be the transmitting distance for the specific UAV being considered? Does it provide the coverage square miles as being promoted by Council to support the use cases for drone deployment? Who will provide oversight of the program? And how will City of Kyle remain accountable following an incident if there's a loss of link, GPS failure, flight control failure, etc.? Related to the K-9, does the city currently have an interlocal agreement with other agencies that provide K-9 services? What are the costs for those services? Are these services being diminished, requiring the need for Kyle Police Department to create an in-house K-9 unit? Was a K-9 unit requested and used directly related to the multiple threats in July? Related to city operations overall, the strategy Council chose in April was to front-load the potential tax rate now in fiscal year 25-26 to minimize the long-term impact in the future. Would this still be what the Council desires, knowing that we are also having to support a 20% tax rate or a rate increase in water, a 6% rate increase in wastewater, a $1 increase in storm drain, and a 2.5% rate increase in solid waste services? We are all eager to see the results of the certified tax rate calculations that are coming out next week. Related to traffic and the trail system, share how roundabouts are considered the most safe and effective traffic method for meeting specific intersection. I would be interested in hearing from Hays CAD or from Hays County ESD number 5 if there's an impact on fire and medical response and their perspective on right sizing of any designed roundabouts. What would road preservation program anticipate the increase in cost be if currently analyzed at $1.5 million today for today's roads once the new roads are built? If $1.5 million is significantly more than a few years ago based on the pavement condition study, what anticipated cost will be needed to maintain the quality of 82.5? I believe that it? Thank you.
How many? Yeah.
Okay. I applaud the city for funding cost savings and overall services. That's awesome. Now let's be intentional and good stewards of the monies available. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Rocha. Up next, we have Paul Hill.
Oh, okay. Hello, City Council. My name is Paul Hill. I live in Post Oak. I'm here today just to point out something, kind of a friendly suggestion or amendment for the amendments to the charter, specifically in Proposition D that relates to allowing for direct payment of city council expenses for city business as a method of covering city council expenses in addition to reimbursement by the city. I would just encourage that language be a little bit more clear on what exactly a direct payment is. And I also wanted to encourage y'all to revisit the language specifically that would do that, because as it is right now, the language for direct payment is in a sentence that involves reimbursement. So it reads as if a city council member would be entitled to reimbursement for direct payments, and I don't think that that's what was intended. So I would just encourage y'all to revisit the language on that specific item, if that's possible on second reading. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. And that is up for, that is it for citizen comments. The city council will now go into executive session to discuss agenda items 2A through G pursuant to Texas Government Code sections 551.071, 551.072, and 551.087. Thank you. It's 8:36. I'm going to call this meeting back to order. There was no action taken during executive session. There will be no action taken now. Moving on, consider possible action. Item 1, consider approval of an ordinance ordering a special election to be held on the question of adoption of amendments to the charter of the city of Kyle, propositions A through Q, and designating November 4th, 2025 as the date of the special election. Ms. Alcorn-Reed.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Council. Amy Alcorn-Reed, City Attorney for the record. We've talked about these items a couple of times, and it was passed on first reading on August 5th. We're back now today for second reading so that we can go ahead and get this election called for November 4th. And I stand by for any questions.
Mr. Rizzo.
Yeah, Councilman Heiser, we've had quite a discussion on this. I'd like to, call the vote on, consider possible action 1, item 1.
Motion to approve, I believe.
Second?
Second.
Okay. Motion to approve made by Councilmember Rizzo, seconded by Councilmember McKinney. Is there any discussion on that motion?
Yes,
Councilmember Harris.
I'd like to propose a minor amendment related to the wording of one of the sections that Mr. Hill, who is a member of the commission, brought to us. Ms. Alcorn-Reed, could you provide us that?
Sure. So
language?
I'm looking at Proposition D, and I think Mr. Hill's confusion is what it says is amending the charter to specifically allow direct payment of city council expenses for city business as a method of covering city council expenses in addition to reimbursement. And I think his concern is the words in addition to.
Mm-hmm.
So my suggestion would be, if we're going to change it to say, should the charter be amended to specifically allow for expenses incurred by city council members for city business to be paid either through direct payment by the city or as a reimbursement to the city council member after such member makes payment for the expense.
Thank you. I'd like to move we accept that.
Amenable to the. Second.
That's a motion to amend, so we vote on the motion to amend first.
Motion to amend, made by Councilmember Harris, seconded by Councilmember Rizzo. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion to amend carries 7-0. Now back to the amending of the original motion. Councilmember Rizzo's motion to approve with the stipulation that Prop D, the language around Prop D will change to the verbiage that Ms. Alcorn Reed just read publicly. Is that agreeable?
Yes.
Yes?
So motion is amended.
Motion as amended. Can I get a second?
Second.
Okay, motion to amend made by myself and seconded by Councilmember McKinney. Is there any discussion on that motion? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries 7-0.
Did we vote on the actual motion, or was that a second amendment?
I thought that was the second amendment you just called, so.
No, that was that was.
Motion, amended motion.
Amended motion. He
We
was ta- he
we
wanted
voted
say-
to amend.
And then we voted on
And
the
then we
motion.
voted.
That was the
to-
amended motion right
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
All right,
That's what his language was. It just wasn't clear, but it was to vote for, possible action item 1 with the amendment is
all
what he
right. I
meant
was
to say.
sending the language to the city secretary. We probably didn't need that second motion to pass the motion, amended motion, but we're fine.
just to be sure, I suppose. Just as a thank you from all of us to the Charter Review Commission for putting a lot of time and energy into the recommendations made, so thank you, everyone. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right, we are adjourned.